So one thing that we haven't discussed in this question is there's still another variant heading this way that we're going to have to keep our eyes on. That's a Lambda variant coming up from South America, which may be even more difficult to contend with than the Delta variant. So Governor, can I ask you a quick question? As I just mentioned, within the United States, we see different pockets of the Delta variant and the effect of the Delta variant. Do you see that within the different districts and areas within the Czech Republic? Say, for instance, your area of command, are you seeing different caseloads of the Delta variant or suspected Delta variant around the Czech Republic, or is it homogeneous?
No, I have to see no. In the Czech Republic, the figures of positive is very low, and the situation in the Czech Republic now is very calm. And when we see to Germany, for example, Germany has announced change the condition for measures against coronavirus 2. The average number of newly infected per 100,000 inhabitants in 7 days will no longer play a key role in Germany. And I think that it is very good in this situation because now we need more detailed information about situation in clinic, because only numbers of positive, it is not important for us. Without hospitalization, it is not problem. But I have only one. I think that main problem could be the creation of new strongly mutation which will be resistant on fully vaccinated people which have whom have 2 doses of Pfizer-BioNTech. And I have to say that Pfizer-BioNTech is very quality and very good vaccine, and the most common vaccine in the Czech Republic.
Yes, sir. I completely agree with your assessment on that. I mean, Texas in particular has opened up greatly, lifted all restrictions, and pretty much everybody's back to a normal life. I think it would be very difficult for us as a state to have to reel that back in. And I think there would be a great deal of frustration and possibly even anger amongst the citizens of the state.
Yes. I have one question. What percentage of those vaccinated do you have in the age group between 20 and 40? Do you have some motivation program for young people? Because in the Czech Republic, we can see decline in interest in vaccination among younger people. For example, in my region, 80% people are vaccinated in group over 70 years of age, and in the group between 30 and 40 years of age is only slightly over 40%. And I see that we need to encourage young people for vaccination. And one step is that the PCR COVID test, which are currently free, will have to be paid for unless they are accompanied by prescription. This is one step for motivation. And I would like to ask you, what strategy do you plan in US, and do you have some motivation program for young people, please?
That's a great question, Governor. Thanks for asking that. So I cannot speak for the nation. I can speak exclusively for the Texas Military Department. However, there is some bleed over also into the state. So the problem we have found is just as you have seen in the Czech Republic, that the acceptance rate for the vaccine is very low in the younger age groups. And I think that that's probably multifactorial, one of which there's been in that age group, social media is a lot more popular than it is in the older age groups. There's been a lot of negative focus in social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, with respect to obtaining the vaccine. We still have citizens who fear that there's going to be some tracking device placed in the vaccine that can, and again, this is all based on their perception of the social media that they're seeing, has no bearing in reality, of course. The other factor that we're seeing is folks in that age group are generally healthy, and they feel that, okay, if they get sick, it won't be so bad, which is not in fact the truth, because we've had I'm sorry, I apologize, off the top of my head, I don't know the exact numbers, but there have been a lot of deaths within the United States and Texas in that particular age group. And that's because of, again, because of lack of vaccination and because of the feeling of invulnerability and the belief that getting the vaccine will be worse than getting the disease. And so that's an effort that I'm making in the Texas Military Department, is to get out with some educational campaigns to emphasize the importance of the vaccine. So we're doing this type of a presentation that we send out to our force, encouraging them. I speak with groups when I can and encourage them. The commanding general is very strongly supportive of this measure, and she speaks to folks as well and puts out videos. But unfortunately, until the vaccine becomes fully FDA approved, then at least soldiers will be able to refuse it. Once it's fully FDA approved, the Department of Defense will make it a mandated vaccine, and we will be able to immunize our military forces.
Yes, thank you. The situation is very similar in the Czech Republic.